For some reason, I feel as though my name is being spoken of. Friend Fire,
Yeah, what's up?
did you have need of me?
Oh, not possibly.
Possibly. That is never good news.
Oh, I know what I need. I ain't got that stuff. You need a straw?
What has transpired?
Hey, bamboo into rolling. How the hell do I make that? I need andesite alloys, and I need iron sheets.
Oh my god.
Some of those I may be able to help you with.
Okay, what was I just given? What was I just given? I don't know anymore.
I gave you a piece of bamboo.
Well, you would need of berries. I certainly have some more of those.
I think I'm good.
You can put them in my chest. You can put them in the bear chest. I just don't have.
But I would rather give them to you.
I don't have space for that right now.
I see.
Okay. I need andesite.
Just andesite?
I need andesite and some iron.
There was a fair amount of andesite on the other side of the mountains. By where we were working on the village, was there not?
Perhaps. Tasty.
Please tell me you have not eaten the soap. Good.
It's in here. See? No, I'm drinking a large summit. More than necessary. I have, I think, 32 ounces of just straight tea.
I shall go endeavor and see if I can find the andesite you so desire. Very well then.
Okay, you can get iron. I don't have any iron.
How much iron do you have need of? That is the question.
I need 2 solid ores.
Oh,
Where the
you
hell
need
did
the
my
ores?
crafting table go?
I just saw some
like-
iron ore actually.
Where the hell did my crafting table go? It's over here.
Iron.
Do they need smelted iron or as of yet
Iron,
untempered?
I need the
Do you need raw iron?
No. I need the iron bars.
Oh.
Not iron bars, but like the iron, like the sheet of metal. You know what I meant, right?
I didn't mean to do that.
Right? My words are not working today, it seems.
So you need flattened iron?
I need iron that has been smelted. Yes.
Well, that I do have.
That I need.
I have non-smelted iron.
Creeper.
Oh.
Creeper.
Just don't bring it in here.
Didn't have a weapon.
Need one more thing of iron alloy.
Run fire. Will this suffice?
No.
Oh my goodness, you're rich.
I think yes. I think that's enough. 36!
It is what I have to
Right.
spare. I may be small, but my exploits are quite large.
You're telling me.
Right.
I don't want to take all your iron. I don't want to take all your iron. Hello.
Well, hello, friend Ferris.
I even need to pick this up.
That's fine. How do I do that again? Right.
What were you
Jeez, I
trying
don't
to
have
do?
axe.
An
I need this
axe?
to be stripped. I need this to be stripped, blood. Thank you.
Never thought I'd hear the day.
Here's the day for what?
When you requested stripping.
I don't even know how this works. Alright, time to book.
What is this?
I'm learning.
I see.
Okay. That's a lot of power. I don't think I have.
What happened to that presser?
There it
that
goes.
we used to have?
Cool.
Oh, this is... When did I get cornbread?
Some time ago.
I think Kay dropped it all off. Hey, we got a straw. Here, take
Oh,
a
you
cup.
did need a straw. I thought that was
Yeah.
a joke.
I think it's weird, but you know.
What?
There you go, buddy. Now, the question is, how do I make more of this? 'Cause that's what we need.
I'm not the one you should question in that regards, friend Fire.
I've looked through all the books I have, and I don't know. I think the only use for the straw is for you to be able to have liquid.
Wow.
I think that's the only
And for
use.
drinks.
Let me look real quick. Yeah, I think that's only for him to be able to have liquid. I don't want to just use this one potion and then it not work.
What are you endeavoring to do with it?
Drinking it and then touching the skull.
Which skulk?
And the skull that has spread it to the outside.
Can I try?
That is ill-advised.
I know that it's ill-advised, but this is the only idea that I have.
Given its current temperament,
I know what the
You are-
temperament is. I know the risks.
I
But
do not believe that you do.
listen, I'm trying to help. And I only have one of these, so if I can make more of them, and if it
I still
works,
have this.
that would be great. I don't know if that will help. Also, I don't know how you have that.
I've had it for a while.
Possibly I'm just missing it. If someone wants to also look at that book, it should have the potions.
Oops.
Well, given Zach's penchant
Oh.
for looking at books, I figured they would be the one to look at it.
What? What? I can't read this. I can't even open it.
Let me see. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's a readable book.
Did you glue your book shut?
Just give me a second.
I had a book with potions in it once. Why is this not hurting me?
I don't
Maybe
know.
it's dead. Does this look dead? Oh, can I have the book back?
It is very much still alive.
There we go.
But that one is not of the same temperament as the ones that are growing.
Oh, what's this? Man, that's not it. There's way too many potions.
How are you So reading when you don't have the book?
My memory. I'm just going based off my memory right now.
Makes sense. Seems like there are a lot of
I mean,
potions
that's
in this
a
book.
good potion to have, but that's not what I'm wanting.
And friend Fire, you said that there was something you wished to discuss with me? What was that?
It was about the idea of using the potion on the skull.
Given its current temperament, I feel that would be more threatening to you, as it would be more willing to and more able to encroach itself upon your being.
Maybe we should just leave it alone?
But then how would it go away?
We must find what has angered it.
Well, it's where...
Much as with that below, until it is appeased, it will remain, and it will seek recompense for any actions taken in regards to it.
Okay, then why was this found in the wagon when the wagon is now covered in smoke?
Maybe whoever owned that wagon had something to do with the skulk.
I'm not certain you would like that answer.
Oh, you know who was in there?
That I do not.
Oh,
What I do know is that the
there was.
owner of that wagon had sent a message to Kareem, which was in the encrypted book, which we were able to uncover with the help of friend Rail and Zach.
But how do we know it was the owner of the wagon that sent it? From what I read, there wasn't anything saying it was from the person with the wagon.
It was either the owner of the wagon who wrote it, or it was written to the owner of the wagon, which would be Kareem. Either of which those answers I do not feel you would be most satisfied with.
So what do we do?
Find out what angered it, I guess, would be the best way to do it.
We must find what has angered it so that it might be appeased, as is joining oneself to it is ill-advised.
But affinity
Oh.
has to mean a good thing, though, right?
If one has an affinity for fire and is submerged within water, is this a good thing?
No. You made your point.
Every silver lining has its cloud.
Right, but what if... the only
Having
thing
an
I can think
affinity
of-
towards something does not necessitate a benefit in that regard.
What if we use it to figure out what angered it? Because it would be a whole lot harder just to ask it. It'd be like, hey, what angered you? Because obviously it's not going to really do anything. Like, it won't answer to us that quickly.
It is unwilling to converse at this time. What I have been able to gather about it has been from that below.
Right.
But it is unwilling to converse in all the efforts that I have made. Joining oneself to something unwilling to commune would be subjugating oneself to an outside's will.
I'm just confused as why the potion was in a wagon.
I mean, maybe Kareem had something to do with the wagon, maybe? I mean, if we're saying that whoever owned the wagon was the one who sent that book.
There are two possibilities currently. The one who owned the wagon sent that letter to Kareem, in which case Kareem is the owner of the wagon, or the letter was sent by, or was intending to be sent by the owner of the wagon once they had reached their destination. But the letter itself was addressed to Kareem.
But here's
It was
my
going to
thing.
be.
Kareem can fly. Why would they take a wagon?
Do we know has
Fire.
Kareem always?
Fire.
has Kareem
Were you
been able to
always
fly?
able to stand within the magma?
No. But wings are hard to attach to someone's spine.
Are you saying it is beyond the power of the shadows? Merely because something is
What?
difficult, it cannot be done?
I'm not saying it can't be done. It's just that Kareem never liked our side because of the shadows. So why would the shadows give them wings?
Because, to my knowledge, this is where they hail from.
They come from
One
this
does not
side?
always have good memories with one's
The
home.
first time Kareem was ever seen was by the captain, and that's when Kareem collapsed from leaving the red side. So the first we know of Kareem is from the red side.
Okay, that makes more sense.
My question is, if that letter to Kareem was sent because the person made it to their destination or whatever, why does the wagon look like it hasn't been used for years? Why does it look like that? When we found it, it was already destroyed. Who would make it? Who would make it to next to a forest, get their wagon destroyed, and then the first thing they do is they send a letter to Kareem, being like, "Yay, yay!" That doesn't make sense, unless that book wasn't supposed to be here. It was supposed to be here earlier.
Wouldn't Captain know if Crane had wings?
The captain is on one of their sojourns.
Right.
Actually, Captain gave me a book about that.
Oh,
Ooh, nice. Maybe some answers are in the book.
No, it was a book about why he left. He is on a search to find Kareem again.
Mm.
He's been gone for a while. He left probably. He left probably like.
At least 2 weeks ago.
I thought he left like a week ago.
I don't know.
I
Or
saw
not
it
him.
was
he-
about 7
yeah,
days ago.
He
I
left
don't know anymore.
and he told me that I got to stay in his house while he was gone. This is the first time I've stepped out of his house in 7 days.
Have you been eating?
With what I had.
Do you
I've been
require
eating what I've had.
sustenance?
No, I'm fine.
I have a slight concern about your injuries. Why are they purple now? Like a dark purple.
I lost the bandages
Okay.
and
Did you
they kind
reopen
of just
the wounds?
I just got worse.
Okay.
Maybe because I haven't been taking care of myself, but I'm probably fine.
No.
I haven't slept since he left.
Why? All days. I don't have a grip listening. Melon, no.
Friend Fess, where are you off to? I do not believe you were done with your doctor's visit. And as I recall, you told the captain you would attend your visits.
If he was around, which he's not.
That was not what was said.
don't-
You promised the captain you would attend your visits
Hey, Ralph,
at his
can you grab me
request.
Melon from the
He has
comic
requested
books?
that you attend your
Yeah.
doctor's visits.
Thank you.
He didn't request this week.
He
It was
requested
worse.
that you attend your visit every 2 weeks as the doctor stated you needed your checkups.
And you currently need them because right now your legs look worse.
I do not want my first words to the captain upon his return to be that you refused to do as he asked. This would disappoint him greatly.
Do I have any gold? I need to go mining. Okay, do you have any gold?
That I do not have. I gave what I did have about a fortnight ago to friend Rel,
Hey,
as they had use for it.
hey, did you see how bad it's gotten on this side?
I had not.
Getting really bad.
I got too close to Poland.
This only provides me with more certainty that we must locate that which has aggrieved it, that it might be appeased. unless you have found means of which to harvest with from the plants without such as to cause them harm, that I might bring some from below to the surface to try and get them to commune.
Oh no.
I need them. Unless you have something called a get asked tier.
Oh, I have one of those. Come on.
Either one of those should work. I am still request gold for it.
Are you well, friend Zach?
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
It bore your name.
It's fine.
Is such a thing not normal among your kind?
It just happens sometimes.
It certainly has made some advancements on the territory.
Yeah.
Oh my. Friend Zach,
Yeah?
was it like that before?
Was it like, oh, we're underneath Kareem's house?
Yes.
I don't think so.
How is Milo faring currently? Has someone vacated them from the premises?
I don't know. I think we moved Milo to the glass area over here. Jeez, it's everywhere. I thought Milo was over here, but Milo isn't over here right now. Oh, there. No? There's maybe?
Perhaps.
Yep, there he is.
Ah, very well. Have the stables yet been affected?
Yeah, a little bit actually. I remember.
It seems strange that some areas where Kareem was heavily involved have been only lightly affected.
I swear you need gunpowder for this.
What are you endeavoring to craft?
Nothing, but do you have any redstone?
Redstone, I do believe I have some to spare.
Can I have a small bit of redstone?
No, first I will need to find where... Ah, there you are.
Thank you. Take the short route. Can't break your legs in water.
Fair amount of salt. There you go, friend Zach.
Yeah.
Your spoils.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know if that would work in her favor.
This way said corner.
Run fire, friend Rail.
Yeah, what's up? The cornbread went down the wrong pipe.
Oh my.
Yeah, it went down the wrong pipe. I'm trying not to choke. But it was very tasty. It just did not want to go down the cork pipe. All right,
Do you need some water or milk to help wash it down?
I have tea, thank you.
Very well.
And it also is going to help me stay awake.
But there's certainly one benefit it also provides.
Alright, where is he? Where's the...
That I do not know. He has run off.
Great. I made 2 potions for regen to help speed up the healing process and healing to make it better.
Do you want to split up and look for him?
It'll be kind of hard to do that because we don't have walkies. We don't have things to communicate with.
If one of us takes a potion each, we can at least give him one of them.
Right, but I only have 2.
I mean, like, groups of two. I don't know.
Feels more comforted around her. So my thinking is he's somewhere around that house. That, or he's somewhere that no one would think he would be.
Mm.
You celebrating on a lantern. What are you celebrating for?
A hunt. We must celebrate before a hunt is to commence.
Okay.
I guess we should have made more potions.
Wow. Okay. Try it, my friend. The corporate still with death from pipe. I'm okay. Hi there. Please don't interrupt. I say we go as a group.
And merely keep an eye out for them.
Yeah.
Very well.
Like, let's search where the term would be if he was here.
Under the waves.
Or somewhere where he would be with bears. My thinking that's going to be his house. My eye muscles are not keeping up with everything. No. No, 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 no. Those aren't working. Everything's like in slow motion. I don't like it. Because he did say that he was going to stay at Peyton's house.
Yes, but they were not there when friend Zach and I looked to, when we were checking on Milo.
Has anyone checked the club in Peyton's house?
They've been putting a fair amount of thought into this, it seems.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. Because I've done strength training. Find the opening. Did you find the opening?
I don't think anyone's up here though.
Oh, I climb on it.
You shouldn't really go through Term's house.
Well, we're only doing this to find him.
Oh.
Yeah, they are.
No, listen, you can give it to yourself.
Pain will not stop me from ensuring the captain's orders are followed, friend Fess.
Well, snack on cornbread.
Oh. What was that?
Pain is an old friend. I will not be easily dissuaded. I will not let the captain down in this thing that I can aid in.
Where did they even go?
We're in the walls,
I know that. But where in the wall?
above the captain's fishbowl.
How did they get up there?
Not gonna die in the snow again.
Towards the Bloomin' Cave. Towards the mountain. Back towards the caves.
Ooh. It's too low for me.
Friend Fess, this is something the captain requested that you do for Friend Fire and your own benefit. I will ensure the captain's orders are followed. As Friend Fire said, you can apply the ointment yourself.
Snacking on cornbread.
Close the doors behind you. Oh. Brandon.
Ferris!
What?
You lost him. I hear a child. My eyesight's not working today. I have no idea.
Not to worry, the child will lead me to him. Friend Fess, do not make me use force. I know this would disappoint the captain, but in order to ensure that their orders are carried out, I will.
Ferris, wait.
Towards the red.
No!
Ferris!
This
No!
is a goose chase.
Ferris! Captain, what?
I can't go in there!
I like this pumpkin man. Ooh, is that Skulk in the pumpkin? Never mind.
I think that is cool.
Mm.
Ferris! Warden, scary. Yes, Warden is scary. But where is he?
Back over towards the red. I saw him jump off just before I ran into you, Friend Fire.
You know it. Does anyone have a book I can write in?
I
I
do.
have books.
Can I has the book?
Oh, on you?
Or do you want to write it yourself? To write, just take these.
Well, I must also leave a note for the captain that Ferris is refusing to do as they promised the captain.
I can't even think of how to spell his name.
Ferris?
Yes, I can't think. My brain is stuck.
Uh,
I've been near Poland.
The traditional spelling would be Ferris.
Paris.
Ow. Where'd you come from? Oh my goodness.
Ooh. What the heck? What happened?
Nothing. There we go. Oh.
While Fire studies their notes, why don't you two fill me in on what has transpired?
Were you not here last time?
There's much that has happened that I am unaware of, as things seem to have drastically changed in the dynamic.
I don't know.
The dynamic?
The social dynamic.
What do you mean?
Sorry about that. I had a weird thought. My brain was loud.
Well, there's no one here, so I can't really talk to anyone else.
Where's Ferris's mailbox?
Well, Ferris has been coming here and making notes upon this wall.
I just need to find his mailbox.
That I do not know. Ferris was the one who delivered the mail.
There. That's where it's going to be at. That's now his mailbox. But, I mean, this looks very cool. Cream gone where, Olive? Okay.
Kareem's skulk. Gone where? Olive. Skulk. Warden.
Grow, hurt, alive, Warden, scary. Okay. Warden is scary, I will agree.
Why is Olive down there with the warden in the scheme?
I don't know. I mean, he obviously doesn't like Olive, so...
No.
I don't...
There's but one person who could answer that.
And I'm assuming they're missing.
Ferris has decided that they do not want to converse, so
I mean,
it will go unanswered.
that's the best we got. Maybe we could ask Olive what they think about the skull, but
Olive hasn't been here for a while.
Has not been here since
But
their
she's an explorer. So
debate
therefore she
with
might have
friend
seen
Kareem.
him before.
I mean, it seems a little odd.
My eyes. No.
From my understanding, they have not been back to town since their argument with friend Kareem.
My eyes get me wiped.
Usually arguments
out.
don't end in death, but I can see
mean,
why
our
they
bone
would come
fights
back
end in
after
death.
that.
I mean, our both
I mean,
fights.
But those aren't arguments. An
I
argument's a
mean,
bit different.
They kind of start out as arguments.
I'll be right back.
Hey, we got a serious issue going on.
Oh.
I'm worried that if we injure each other on purpose, the skull won't like that. mean, do you want to try dying near the skull and see what happens?
That is ill-advised.
I was being sarcastic.
With you two, it is hard to know.
Well, I'm sorry, princess.
Where's this princess you speak of?
I don't know. It just came into my mind. It's like, oh, that's a funny line to say. I don't know. Ba, 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 ba.
I kind of want to see what the lighthouse looks like. I haven't actually gotten to see it yet.
I mean, we can head over there. Not much to look at.
I don't know.
Might help with my eyes. Need something new. So I don't deal with stuff.
Well, let's see if they make their appearance over here.
My stock of berries is running low.
On fire, friend Rail. Did you find that's what you were searching for? Did you find that's what you were hoping to find over here?
No, I'm just searching. I'm not looking for anything particular. This sheet is so uncomfortable. Yeah. All my mushrooms that I've neglected.
You neglected your mushrooms?
Hmm? Oh, you're still here. Yeah. Mushrooms. They grow there.
I see.
Are the horses okay? I mean, the stable has some of them. Breathing underwater is not my thing.
It is not my thing either.
Actually, we not checked.
Well, let's see where everyone else has wandered off to. And Zach. Cream is missing. The captain has gone off somewhere in search of friend fire.
Yeah, I got more berries.
I see.
I was running low. I was near the berry barn. Still no sign of Ferris?
Not as of yet.
Potions are still there. We're gonna do something stupid. Why are you going down? So much skull.
There certainly is a fair amount down below.
forever for me to eat these berries.
Is that necessarily a bad thing if you do not run low?
Usually it doesn't take that long. I don't think my eyes like the skull. Found Olive and found Zach.
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
More of an evening.
This is
More
true.
dust.
Yes, the specifics.
No.
The specifics are important.
Issues, my friend?
I don't like water. Water is bad. It hurts.
Feels like a lot more of you are disliking water nowadays. Well, it's nice to see you all. I won't be sticking around. Not too terribly comfortable, let's say.
Okay.
Understandable.
How did they knock me off my block?
They can be quite strong.
Hmm.
My eyes, I can't see. I'm going to go underneath the cover and cry.
It would be best to get to cover. Go ahead. So they don't keep attacking. Wish you luck fighting.
Well, we find Olive. I don't know where she went.
Oh.
She's here.
Oh.
Run
Ow!
fire, stay safe.
I'm just snacking. I'm just snacking. Come on. Okay, but now where did Zach go?
Oh. Where did Zach go?
I do believe they went over to the stables once they recovered their items.
Okay, but then where did Olive go?
Well, they did state they would not be sticking around.
Right. But still. I'm going inside. I'm going to take a nap. Make it day. God damn it, I can't see anything.
The sun rises upon us, friend fire.
Well, lucky me, I can't see it because my eyes don't want to work.
That is unfortunate, as it is a wonderful sight to behold.
Taste your teeth. Okay. Maybe they went over to the wagon?
I know not.
I mean, I thought I saw them head this way, but I don't know.
Well, if they went towards the wagon, we can certainly check if that is where they went, or if they went to the Bloomin' Cave.
As much as I love cornbread, it gets stuck in between my canines.
I'll see what I can do about providing some other sustenance for you.
Chicken's good. That's a hole with ice. That's a hole with ice. That's a hole with ice. I'm not okay. I have hiccups. The tea gave me hiccups.
You are a fox? A fox should not be having hiccups like this.
I know this, but it doesn't stop it.
Remember to breathe as a fox.
I'm trying. Okay.
I am Kay.
I'm trying to, okay?
I'm not sure why you keep calling me O. My name is Kay. This
I'm
is not a
trying.
title of which I am familiar.
I'm trying to keep a straight face. I'm assuming they're not over there, Ro.
No, I don't think anyone's over here.
Where did they have gone? Also, why would there be rails?
Oh man, this is a cave.
Cave? I'm stuck. Check your legs. Cave?
Yes, there's the cave system over here that we found before.
Okay. Where there's nothing here. Okay.
I'm just talking about a different cave.
I mean, this is the cave through which we found the horses. There was the Bloomin' Cave over in this direction.
My eyes don't want to work today, it seems.
That is rather unfortunate.
Everything's moving. I feel like I should be concerned, but I am the doctor and I can't solve this issue.
Well, you are a doctor. You are not an optometrist.
I still can't diagnose it.
Hmm. No, no, no. Right when my eyes decide to hate me. Ow! What was that for? Why did you throw a rock at me? Why'd you throw a rock at me?
It was not intentional. I'm trying to practice my aim as we have lost our knightly archer. I've been throwing the rocks at trees as we went by, and unfortunately you came between me and my target.
Have your damn pebble. But how come that was the first pebble I picked up?
Because I was behind you until you were stuck by the water. A fair distance, and it was much easier to pick trees that you were not near.
If we find Ferris, they can probably figure out where Olive went. The only thing I can do with the Skulk Affinity Potion that I am aware of is to make it explode upon contact. That's all.
Would that not be able to make it so more than one person underwent the effects?
Yes. It can. However, we only got one shot on it, so.
Then perhaps it is something best saved for another time.
Okay. That does not help. There may be a way to make it linger. Like a potion linger, where you can step into like a little area and get it. But I don't know how to make that happen.
Well, if it needs more study, then it needs more studying.
Right, but I can't study something if I don't have something that has already been made. The only way I know how to do that is back there since the spread has happened?
No, I don't think so.
Hi, Kay.
Would it not be best to test how to make a potion you know how to replicate lingers before experimenting with one of which there's limited supply?
Right, which that's what I was planning on doing. However, I don't have a thing to make it linger because I don't know how to make a potion linger without a creeper exploding.
Might that be of assistance?
That only makes it available to when it breaks on contact. It doesn't make it linger, unfortunately. I would gladly go with. So we could do a couple of things. We could either A, have a creeper, test it with creepers, see how much damage you can all take while still getting in the range of the potion effects. Because it doesn't last long. Going so.
On fire, you have gathered another companion.
I wasn't asking for a companion. Why me? I don't see the companion. I'm now scared. Stop talking my cannons. I don't know. The splash potion could work. We just need to make sure everyone is together to do that. But we're missing at least 3 people minus Captain and minus Kareem.
You never managed to keep friend Ferris in one spot.
I think if we say it could help possibly find Kareem, it might listen. I don't know. Because
It is possible.
Right. But it's not a guarantee.
Friend Rill, do you need me to move the fire?
No,
I think they're doing it
I'm
on
just
purpose.
bored. Can't find anybody.
Did you wish to participate in a bone fight? Would that help ease your mind?
No.
I would love to join both, but my eyes are too bad for this shit.
It's just weird that there's no one here.
It does. It is.
It is unusual. That is for certain.
I mean, you could always just fish and hope to find Kareem and try to make it better by making a lighthearted joke, but obviously I can't think of anything else. I think the Tia's got to me.
But if we were to go fishing, that would place us in proximity to the Angud.
Which is why I was trying to find a joke.
I don't have a fishing rod.
I don't.
Neither do I.
Why do you have cornbread on your statue?
As a replacement for a bit.
Where does he go?
Udro? He's not here.
Hmm.
I didn't want him to be out here.
Why, you think we would steal him?
No, I just don't like that things are disappearing. Or more accurately, people, but I don't like it.
Yeah.
I would move my chicken if he could go up a block. He's stuck. Like,
Oh.
My ear. I don't like that. I mean, the only thing I could think of to do is to just be near this skulk and study it. That's all I can think of doing. Because the only other person I can think of that might have seen this happen before is Olive, because she travels.
when did Olive say she traveled again?
A while back. Because she said that
When
she
they
didn't really
arrived,
have
they
a
said that
home.
they were a traveling storyteller. Or story writer. One or the other.
Something. All I remember is she saying something. I feel like check the weird altar that you made with Tar. Down past
That I
the
found.
Bethel.
Not the captain and I discovered.
Yeah.
Very well, let us check. Are you coming?
I wish I fit in the hole in the center.
I just used the water.
I would love to use the water.
Oof.
I can't. What did you do?
I didn't think he would be inside. Ugh.
Well, that'll certainly take some repairs.
Did you break the Bethel? Can I come into the unknown?
I think it's too far broken for me to fix it. And
Let
also,
go,
it's
Val.
the stuff's not coming. Hey! Don't be rude.
I'm trying to be sarcastic, and it's obviously not coming along that way.
Yeah. I just don't feel like it. Tensions are already pretty high. Oh, Ferris's board is empty.
Please.
Yeah.
Creeper! Oh, but it will make things worse, because if it was after me and I got close, it would be bad.
Ooh, I don't have. Oh wait, I do have all the books, or at least some of them.
That's good.
Yeah. What did we come down here for again?
Checking the altar past the Bethel.
Oh, but which one?
I don't know. How many altars do you got?
Well, there's the one that the captain and I found, and then there's the one that Zach found.
There's many altars. I don't even remember the one that I think you and Captain. I mean, it looks okay.
Nothing's growing over here.
Which is a good sign, I would think.
One would certainly hope so.
you find
Huh?
can't see. Vision went slow, which is funky. I don't appreciate.
Oh, there is
slow
a
vision.
lake filled with lava above us.
Ooh, nummy.
Maybe it's making your vision
Heck.
murky.
Perhaps.
What's that mean? What big word?
Are these frog legs? I'm never sure. Yeah, they are, aren't they?
I want to test something. Cool. I can live.
Ooh.
Ow!
Hey,
Careful.
I was the one that just got killed.
I walked into it. I wasn't moving.
I'm assuming the other altar one that you found is the one that you changed into a little fighting ring or whatever to get XP. Ooh, more hams. Why are you wearing the skull?
Seeing if it reveals anything different, looking upon this area with a new point of view, as it were.
Makes sense.
Sometimes that helps to find something when you're looking at things differently. Are you aware of the changes when one such as this makes to one's sight?
No.
Here.
I don't have room. My pockets are full. Here, take a berry. Take some tuft. Say goodbye, berry. Ugh, weird colors. So much faster than stairs. I can make it. Okay. The scope just looks bigger. I'm wearing a hat.
It's more so a mask than a hat.
I mean, it kind of covers your whole face, so I would think it would be a hat, not a mask. It's like a hat with a veil.
Well, those are traditionally worn at the altar.
I mean, you know what I mean.
You'd wear a skull to the altar?
No.
Depending on who was to meet me there.
Okay.
Have we looked at Kareem's fish shop?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
There are growths coming from the pillars, which the captain said they used to use as stopping points or break stops when they were learning the wings to fly again.
Please. I think I saw Ferris. Ferris, did you get my message?
Oh.
Okay, never mind then. Take that as a no. Please don't injure yourself. Why are you going down there?
I'm searching. Is that not the point of why we were in the area?
I was just seeing what it was like at Kareem's shop.
Should we look for Zach?
I mean, I don't know of any other place that you would be.
I don't know.
What's that? Oh, that's just green. It's not skulk. I have no idea what's going on.
The future is
Perhaps from on top of the blue side we will get a better vantage point from which to see.
My question is, could there be something in books that could potentially make something where you break something, you get it? Like, vines. Can't pick those up.
There is an enchantment friend Zach is familiar with that allows one to collect an item without changing its state. But
Right.
they had not crossed it in some time.
Which is why I'm kind of curious to see if we can use that on the skull. Studying sake.
Huh?
Where are you going?
Friend Zach was going to be keeping an eye out for, as I had hoped to use the shadows from below to commune with that above.
I mean, that could work. I don't know.
Oh.
Snow shell.
It scared me.
What? Magic?
Nothing.
Ow, I forgot water.
Oh, let me cover that up with something.
Trying to read what the signs were. There's skulk here. Oh, can't see. Okay. I'm cool.
Oh!
Oh, what? Did you find more skulk?
I found a secret treasure room.
I see.
And
I
there's
wanna
a
look
skull
through
here.
Ferris's stuff, but
It's shiny.
It certainly does
going to
look
say
to
blue.
be Ferris's habitat.
There looks like there's a grave, which I'm concerned about. But there's a single hide.
What's this place?
So this isn't yours?
I mean, I've seen Kareem and Captain go here, but I've never been here.
That's weird.
There's a book for you, I think.
Ooh. I keep getting stuck in the snow.
Stop getting stuck.
I get cold.
You get cold.
Ah.
Oh,
Oh,
you're
there are fish in
shivering.
here. What?
Get out of the snow.
Get out.
Oh, is it the same thing or is this old?
You're gonna make us both freeze if you keep doing this.
Stop! Both of you, stop it. Do you want me to read it?
No, I read it.
I'm assuming this is old.
I think this was for me.
Yeah, I think that was for you.
No, I
Get
think
out of the snow!
I think everything in here was for me.
It's... Yeah, I mean, it would make sense. You liked a lot of shiny things before, so... But my
No,
question is, why is
what?
there a grape? Who is freezing? Get out!
I know why there's a grave.
Oh.
Remember when I didn't make it at the snow? I think that mine.
Maybe. Quit going in the snow, please. Thank you. But I guess that's all yours.
I don't think I want to be near here.
Well, good.
Stop it. Oh wait, you're going out.
Don't not go out. Don't freeze. Please. That's all I ask. Get.
I'm trying. It's slow.
Okay, get out. Stop, you're going to make it collapse. Stop it. You'll make it collapse. Okay. Why? Why? Why do you do this?
That I cannot say. It was as though it called to me.
You wanna freeze?
Why?
It is not for the water to ask why it crashes upon the beach. Merely that it does.
Holland. Okay. Oh man, my tea's gone.
And that is
Why'd you drop your
unfortunate.
tea?
No, I drank it all. I'm upset. Oh, more legs. More hams. Okay. I don't know where else that could be.
Careful there, friend fire.
What you looking at?
The giant vines on top of the mountain.
Oh, my eyes don't see that good.
Oh. Have we been to the top of the blue side mountains?
I have not.
No. I don't think anyone has.
I've been up there.
Oh.
Do you know if friend Kareem has been up there?
I always see Kareem
I-
up there.
I don't think there was anything up there.
I'm going to
Not even a
explore.
view of a sunrise or sunset? That certainly seems like something that could be seen from up here.
I don't think that's what I'm looking for.
It might be something that Kareem would look for.
No skulk up there. No skulk.
Well, it's not quite as tall as on our side. It does have quite a few of these ginormous trees. Let's make our way to gather some more eggs, as our food stores yet again grow slim. And others are yet again taking shots upon us. Seems no one else has made their way over to our study area. So long as they do not intrude, we do not need to move that which we have there. Where, oh where? Good old friends have gone.
I mean, to be fair, I did hit him with a pickaxe, so. Where's your tuft of the crime? Hey, where are you going?
Friend
I'm
Fire,
just
I'm
walking.
behind you.
I told you my eyes are not working right. I have no more room for this. Make a pit. I have arrows to give to Kareem, but Kareem's not here.
I've been putting mine in a bag until such time as we find friend Kareem.
Here, I have your skull thing.
Oh, I have 2 clocks. What the?
But
You guys even think we're gonna find Kareem anymore?
I still have
Mhm.
hope.
It's been weeks.
Maybe.
And?
They just
Captain
flew away.
Captain has been gone for a week, looking for it.
I do believe
Look.
Kareem can travel faster than the captain.
Wouldn't Kareem try to travel back here?
What if they're
Perhaps. Perhaps not. One's sense of direction is not always as keen as one believes. And
Also,
if Kareem did
there
find a
isn't-
way through to the other side of the barrier, they might not be able to return until they gather the supplies to repass through.
right, but wouldn't they
I know from
somehow
experience,
send a
you can just
letter?
I from experience, you can just walk through that border. That is not. It's easy to get in. It's not easy to get out.
Mayhaps
Kareem
for one of your
somehow got out.
stature.
Kareem somehow
You're
got out
smaller
that
than him,
border.
though.
Kareem somehow got out the border. Him coming back in would be lazy. It's not hard. All you have to do is take a step through.
Mayhaps for one such as yourself, that is the case. But it does not mean that it holds true for all. You must keep hold of hope.
I've keeping hope for weeks. I I barely even have the energy to. I barely even have the energy to walk around right now because I haven't slept because I've been saving my energy and to hope. But I'm running out of hope.
That sounds more like despair than hope.
I mean, I felt like that whenever I lost my cousins, so it makes sense.
Thing is, you, I'm not trying to be mean, but but Kareem can still be alive. Your cousins
I'm aware of this.
are not.
Aware of this. I'm very aware of it. I pass their graves every day to leave my house. I'm aware.
Uh,
He is walking slower. But we can't do anything without Captain because Captain made sure Ferris took care of himself.
There's not. We can make him to do.
Right, so one of our friends is missing, but no, let's worry about the random animal that doesn't matter because their legs are hurt. Oh, that more.
Oh. King's on a mission.
Bess, do you have a moment for a word? In private.
Yeah.
Seems so happy-go-lucky. How? How is everyone how is everyone acting so happy? One of our friends may be dead. They have been gone for weeks, but somehow, everyone else besides me and Captain was gone. Is are super happy, like nothing's wrong. Everything is going wrong.
Bess, do you have time for a word in private?
What do you want?
I wish to converse with you away from the worrying ears of the others.
Fine, I'm coming out.
What is it that troubles you?
I don't know. Probably the fact that, you know, our friend has been missing for weeks. He's he's just been gone. Or maybe the the only person who is left to do anything has been gone for a week. And now I'm just learning about all these things that somehow somehow involve me. I saw my goddamn grave in snow, and instead of like, oh, this is the grave of someone standing right next to us who watched themselves die. We should no. You decide. It'd be hilarious. It'd be so funny to go and start hurting yourself in snow. The same way that the person standing right there died. And that's not even the worst of it. The one person in this whole place that seemed to, like, you know, be nice to me, if some is gone. I don't know what to do. And everyone else, besides me and Captain's gone, seems so happy-go-lucky. Like nothing is wrong. Like everything is fine. When it's not. Nothing is fine right now. In the span of few months, you have gone. This community has gone to finding a random animal that stole from them, killed people, to then that animal becoming part of the community, to then the animal dying. Somehow gaining the ability to speak, and then having to deal with all of this. I'm sick of it. I just want to leave. I don't want to be here anymore. It's it's mainly because of the people here. Everyone here, like, besides two people, and it's the two that I have a close relationship with, and Kareem. Sure, Kareem was mean in the beginning, but Kareem was the one who found me while I was terrified of everything because I just watched myself die. And Captain, he gave me a place to live. He trusted me from the start. He made me stuff. Both of them have been gone. The only two that I felt comfortable around. And, ugh, I'm so lost on what to do. Everything I try seems to make someone mad. I try to I try to fend for myself. Why I don't know anyone here, and I do instincts. I get yelled at by almost everyone here. I get murdered in snow. I try to I try I try I try and figure out why the skulk, the thing that you worship, the thing you worship that is hurting people. I try to figure out why it is targeting this one person. And then I hurt people's feeling because of it. I try to I try to avoid going to the doctor because it makes me feel worse. And you stab me? You stab me for not going to the doctor. Isn't that kind of the opposite of what you were trying to do? Oh, I don't want to use force. You stabbed a child because they were scared of the doctor and was running away from you. The only person that they trusted to be the only person that they trusted for the doctor wasn't here. But you paid too much attention. You paid too much attention to the fact they were, fine. They can walk, sure, not the best, but they can walk. You pay more attention to the fact that they're hurt instead of the fact that they're scared. And that is where it goes wrong. Everyone gets hurt, but it's up to you to choose whether to look or there. I'm doing the sweet thing with someone. Yeah. Okay. All right. Shoot. Sorry. Fuck. Uh. God damn it. All right. Back on like, if you paid more attention to the fact that hurt physically instead of mentally, everyone gets hurt, but it's your place to decide if you want to help or hurt them more. And it feels like you've chosen to hurt them more. You've tried. That's all I can say.
Alright, you have said your piece, now hear mine. Many things have transpired. Yes, this is true. Yes, your friend is missing. Kareem has been missing for some time. We have aided you. We have searched everywhere we have known to look, everywhere we have thought, everywhere we think there might be a chance. We continue to search each week they are missing. We can do no more than that. Everyone seems happy-go-lucky. This is because we are trying to keep up a brave face. We know hope is a long shot. It is difficult at times, but we know that it is better to spend time with those who are still here. You were being hurt by what happened with the doctor's ointments. Did you tell anyone of this? From what we could tell, the treatments were aiding you. So we will do what we must in order to do so. As is, yes, I did stab at you. But I have seen you come back from much worse before. So in my mind, this was not as such a great detriment, given what you have overcome in your past. I apologize if that is not the case. The captain is indeed also gone for some time, searching for Kareem. He is searching areas which we cannot, the areas beneath the waters, in searching through areas which he has history with Kareem that we do not know of. And as for what happened in the snow, as you might recall from our first encounters, when you said as you were but a beast following its instincts, the snow tunnels as such do not have an effect on me as they do upon the others, or upon you. I was not aware that it was having this effect on you while we were there, while we were at the area where we found those items pertaining to you. I was not aware I was in it. It is an area that, due to the blessings I have received, I am unaware of when I am in contact with it. I apologize if that did not seem the case to you. It was a small area and I was endeavoring to stay out of people's way. My sincerest apologies.
And with everything else. But saying that you think it was okay to stab me because I've come back from worse. That is not
Given what
okay.
you had done to Kareem and the captain in the
I-
past, yes.
And I tried to make up for you. The difference that is I tried to make up for it. And the thing is, it seems like I did. Captain gave me an empty house because he trusted me. Because I proved that I was okay. And Kareem went from hating me to trusting me because I proved I was okay. I did bad things. I know that. That's why I that's why I hate who I am. But stabbing person or not going to the doctor because you've seen them come back from worse is still stabbing
and giving the stabbing that
come
you did
back.
into people's hearts,
I can
giving
I
them
can
wounds
come
that can never be healed. If you do not use your words, we cannot know what you are feeling, where you are hurting in ways other than the physical. All we can do is treat which that we can see. You must use your words or you cannot hold others responsible for acting as they can to aid you.
Yes, and I know that. But that doesn't change the fact you stabbed a child and you're saying that you did it to heal them.
It would not be the first time the captain or I has broken someone's leg to get them to the bed rest they need.
How stupid does that sound? Stabbing someone because you want them to drink a magic potion that they don't even want to take, and they have showed you by running away that they don't want to take it. They're scared. They are running. They are running from you through a tunnel. A tunnel that they can barely
A tunnel which they have used to assault and hurt others. I must ensure the safety of my people. You refuse to use words, I must act in the safety of my group. That is my place.
I get you mean well.
I do not defend my assault upon you in the way that you seem to think that I do. My actions were mine. They were taken for reasons that I see to my reasoning to be justified. I am not trying to ask or earn your forgiveness. I am telling you that if you do not use your words, as you have with me, here, if you do not use words with others, only more strife will arise from that. I understand that you have had words with the captain and words with Kareem, and that has led to changes in how they feel about you and your place among them. If you do not share words with others, they cannot know that you have changed. They cannot know you as you are. This is my piece. Think on it or not as you will. Good evening. Now we must see whether or not the words take root. And that is something for which there is no test but time. Only 24 remain. Well, let's go and check on the farm. Much thinking must be done. And idle hands will not lead to thoughtful process in this time. Gather some more eggs and check on the lighthouse again. It does not. Dally Rill has tended to their farm themselves. Yeah. They have harvested most of the materials there. What else is to be done? Well, is there anywhere betwixt we have not searched on this day? Any other fishing spots I might not be aware of? There's the one over here by the swamp. The ones back. Yeah. Did Kareem ever set up in that fishing area that the captain had found? Not connected down to below or not? That is another area to check. Don't think the others are aware of there. That's front fire. Oh.
Hi.
Well, hello, friend of fire. Are you feeling? Are you endeavoring to fill all of these sacks?
Yes.
I see.
I'm going to need more lily pads because I will not be able to jump at all once I put that in there.
Understandably so.
So I tried to make a path, but then I ran out of lily pads.
I see.
So I don't know anymore. I don't have a plan. I know he said getting out is hard. You can only get out half a block. Normally. So, if he can get out, how?
Well, perhaps we shall see on the next venture. He seemed rather irked by the situation.
That's an understatement. That is true. Stop. Quit beating me.
Then perhaps your longer arms and longer legs should be a smidge faster.
I can at least walk in the berry bushes. I have some stone underneath.
And you think that I cannot?
Without getting in pain. I can walk through it without getting in pain.
I shall let you know when I start taking pain.
You're using your power, aren't you? You do you. I'm also going to see. I'm also going to see about more membranes.
Well, what do you endeavor to create with them?
Potions, hopefully. It's not letting me do anything with knowledge. Okay, hi. That's a lot.
I have some spares.
Some.
Some, indeed.
Okay. I can make those too. We haven't seen all since what, yesterday? I don't know what day it is.
Well, 3 days ago. But they did say they were not to stay around for long.
Right, but you would think that they would be at their house.
But that is not their house. That is merely their residence when they visit.
Right, so where is her house then?
Wherever they choose to keep it.
Congratulations. Obvious. Hey, I'll bring my pickaxe too. What? What you got a book for? You gonna throw an insult at me via a book?
Not all words are meant to be spoken aloud. If you find such
wrong.
words insulting, I
it's
cannot
not
help you.
something. Because it's true. I see lily pads beyond the border and I need them. But I cannot reach.
I'm sorry, but all the lily pads that I had obtained from friend Kareem are currently of use in the path.
I'm just gonna sit on the rock and wait for night. I slept when I got here. I'm not gonna get any fainties for a while.
Well, if you have nothing else to do at this time besides your berry collection, then I shall probably go and retire for the evening.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm probably gonna retire soon too. I'll probably get sleep to make it convenient. So when I wake up, I'll get more berries.
Very well. Best of luck on your return journey. If you have a full satchel already, I can take it to your home now.
I do not.
That is most unfortunate.
I have two, but I need those because that has food in it, and then that one needs to stay with me. So, yeah. I shall send a message when I need assistance.
Rest
Thank
well,
you.
friend Fire.
Thank you.
And let us check the other watering hole. See if any fishing or record of their presence is there. Oh, the heart does indeed grow heavy. But some words are needed to be said. It was up there. Through that opening over yonder, where the sunlight cascades in to my little corner of the cabin. Get up yonder.
Ah,
Gooby.
Oh, are we out of lore now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
We were just waiting because I didn't want to be an asshole and like wait for you to finish anything.
We were following you ever since you left where fire was.
Yeah. I didn't want to be mean.
No, it's fine.
I want to make sure you got everything you needed to get it. Also, let me.
I can't believe you stabbed the child.
Hey, I am not there. As I said, I am not there to apologize. I am sorry if that's how you interpreted my actions, but I am not
I
here
know.
to apologize.
Yeah, I know, it's funny.
Hee-hoo.
Yoo-hoo.
Great. I need to go fucking see the. Oh. I need to go see the clips of Zach reappearing because I didn't get to see it.
Oh?
I don't think anyone even
Zach-
saw Zach
Did I come
reappearing.
back yet or no?
I teleported him, and then he ran, and he went all the way around to the back of the cave, and then came in and just logged off.
Oh. He was
Yeah.
supposed to go talk to everyone. God damn.
He didn't.
Oh
He
well,
also
next
never
week.
changed his skin.
Yeah.
He also never changed his skin either, so it didn't really
Yeah,
look
because
like
I didn't
anything
give him a
changed.
different skin. I have to go make it.
And next week. It'll just be the hey, we return.
Yeah. All
Hmm.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The autism is autisming.
That is certainly is. Oh,
Frothing at the mouth.
big stretch.
Claw,
Oh,
claw bars again.
oh, my back turned into an accordion there.
Oh no.
Oh, I got at least 17 different notes there.
I just gave myself nausea 255.
Jeez.
Oh god. Do that to me. I want to see for like 2 seconds. Do it to me. I wanna
It
see how
doesn't
bad
do
it is.
anything different.
Oh, it doesn't? Damn.
Yeah, no, nausea doesn't really scale after a very quick point.
Damn. It would be funny if it did. So it's just like fucking spinning like a fucking kaleidoscope.
I'm just glad I was able to hop on before I went live and do the stuff that you said too with the voice chat settings.
Yeah. I mean, you weren't near anyone.
Still,
so you were good.
still. I'm glad I had the chance to do that.
Yeah. It was just in case anything. We didn't know exactly how we were gonna do it.
Eh.
Yeah. Now it's gonna be fun.
Man, I can't wait to draw Barrett and Kay just arguing with each other now.
The two small.
Kay wasn't
babies.
arguing. He
I
asked you to say his
thing.
piece, and then he said his. There was no argument. That was pure fact.
And now I need to see this fucking.
Pure fact
now I
that
need
you
to see
stabbed the
Kay
child.
bullying a
Pure fact.
child.
Pure fact you stabbed the child and
your
didn't
mom?
regret it.
Nope, no regrets.
No regret. Stabbed the child because he didn't want to go to the doctor.
Yep.
The
As he
irony.
said, he has his reasoning. He gave it to you. Whether you agree with it or not,
Also,
that's
Carl, you
not
wanna
his
hear something
problem.
funny? Carl, you wanna stand on the bridge? I'm gonna do something funny.
This is the 4th time I've heard this joke.
Oh, no, oh my. It must be fall.
Almost.
Listen, I'm a very easy man to make giggle.
Oh, it is very easy to make me giggle. Getting me to do a full body laugh, though, a belly laugh, is very rare.
I just fucking. I didn't mean to do that. This would be fucking.
I cannot wait till I can reveal some of the stuff that I've built.
And I cannot wait to freak everyone the fuck out. It's gonna be great.
Oh, yes, it is.
I'm frothing at the mouth.
I am gonna
Oh,
send
My
you
closure.
something.
Oh wow. I made a list of I made like a friend list for Ferret, and Kay is now at the bottom of the list.
He deserves it.
Stairs.
Okay,
I know what.
Kay understands that he is unusual among rats. He knows that he should not be alive at this point.
I know what you are.
He does not know what he is.
Ferret,
He knows that he is
Ferret
unusual,
unusual.
Hello.
but
Ferret
his view
doesn't
of
see him as unusual.
adults versus children is odd. He views a child as a miniature adult. The only difference is size. So it's like, you stabbed a child. Yeah, you still have to grow more. So what?
Also, should we tell Fire that Laura's over?
Yeah, I think we should tell Fire.
Yeah.
Fire, Laura's over.
I was like, I'm gonna go walk over and be like, oh, it's okay.
Oh, Fire knows.
I got the smartest tool in the bathroom.
But yeah, Kay's understanding of society is very warped. A child is just a small adult. They just have different
Too much
names.
religion.
They have different names based on their
exactly.
size.
Oh, no, I'm gonna TP Zag to me.
Too much religion.
Oh, he was like this before he got involved with the religion.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that.
Take knockback now?
It's just that he's loading in.
Oh. We're just
He's just
bullying.
gonna get yeeted into the chasm.
He wasn't even able to like
Wait,
load
don't
into the
kill him,
game and
don't
you
kill him.
teleported him.
Oh, there we
I have eggs. I have eggs.
No.
I have.
Don't
Don't worry,
you take
Laura's
fall
over,
damage
you're
now?
fine.
Yeah, I have a Nemo, so I shouldn't.
Okay.
Don't worry, Laura's over, you're fine now.
You're still Gooby.
I have egg for you
But
to eat.
now you're spicy Gooby.
Don't tell them.
What? You were supposed to
Yeah, they
tell them
don't-
yourself.
Well, they don't know yet.
I
They don't
I
know
logged off so I can make it a surprise for next week. I wanted them to think I was missing.
And if we're gonna talk about out of lore stuff, I should probably find somebody to raid.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go deaf for a minute while I go do that. Alright, so there's gonna be some conversations about some stuff to happen. Speaking of which, before I forget, I need to make sure that command works now. There we go. There's everybody's links who's in lore on the server currently. So feel free to drop people follows if you want. If you enjoy or want to see other POVs, some people are recording to release later. Some people are also doing live streams. So there's a nice little collage of options because I know not everybody's going to want my POV. The Rat Man is not the most intriguing of people most weeks, let's be honest. But let's go ahead and see who I got that I can send this on over to. So I got quite a few people live. It's going to be a matter of who's going to match with some after lore vibes. As we hear a creeper explode in the distance. Oh, right. They're doing daylight. They're doing. Oh, this is perfect after lore vibes. We are going to raid someone who's playing a very fun little puzzle game called A Little to the Left. So, it is a very fun little organization puzzle game. It is wonderfully fun. And it is a very relaxing game with a glorious soundtrack. Here are the raid messages. While I go ahead and get that up. We are going to be raiding on over to Race Park. We go ahead and drop their link in the chat in case you do not get brought along with the raid. Next planned stream is going to be on Friday. We're going to be doing some more farming with Cult of the Lamb in the... going back and doing some more stuff with the elder gods, or the gods of the old faiths, and putting them to rest. Watch party this weekend is going to be on Saturday. Is going to be on Sunday. Saturday we're gonna have community night with Sky Children of the Light, doing some more exploration of the seasonal quests, and hopefully actually getting to those floating islands this weekend. We'll see. But as always, thank you all for stopping on by. I appreciate it, and I do hope that y'all are taking care of yourselves. Until next time, bye-bye.